You can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
Hey, how is business going?
Much better now. Actually, I'm working with Eagles FM's business development team.
Really? What are they doing for you?
They are helping me promote my brand, radio, campaign planning, even ideas I hadn't thought of.
Nice. But isn't it expensive?
Not at all. They work with your budget. They just want to help your business grow.
And it's working for you?
Definitely. I've already started getting more calls. People are talking about the brand now. It's making a difference.
That sounds good. I've been looking for something like this.
Then don't wait. Call Isaac on 081 5791 7278. 081 5791 7278. Or Solomon on 080 5919 8658. 080 5919 8658.
I'll do that today. I like that they actually help you plan, not just sell airtime.
Exactly. They listen, they guide you, and they care about results.
Alright, thanks for the info. I'm calling them after this.
Eagles FM 102.3. Let's grow your business.
Good morning and welcome to The Discourse. This is Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show. This is how we keep your day running and as well allow for you to enjoy a very memorable Eid al-Kabir, right? So happy Salah to you, I might say, to my Muslim brothers. And just like the president said, that let's use the Salah to calm our nerves and stay patient, stay resilient, knowing fully well that he's on top of the situation and that the time has come, the future is now, we have changed, things are changing, and we'll be the better for it. Keep in mind that today is May 27, I beg your pardon, of 2026, and it is Children's Day. Now, the federal government, as of yesterday, according to the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation now, they declared the future is now. The future is now. Because Nigeria is celebrating Children's Day with renewed commitments to inclusion, protection, and opportunities for every child. So reaffirming their commitments now. I'm talking about the federal government to building a Nigeria where every child can dream boldly, grow safely, and thrive without discrimination. We are commemorating the 2026 National Children's Day celebration at Eagle Square, Abuja, with the theme Future Now, promoting inclusion for every Nigerian child. So the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was represented at the national celebration by the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development. I'm talking Hajia Imam Suleiman Ibrahim FSI. So she was the one who delivered the president's speech and describing Nigerian children as the pride of the republic and the nation's most valuable investment. All right, I told you that this conversation is going to be about you and I, between you and I, and as we speak truth to power. My name is Uduak Daniel. Our children, are they for sale? They are not for sale. Silence, they are not for silence. Suffering, they are not for suffering. And somebody's asking, Nigeria, where is your conscience? Because we speak one thing on the sidelines and we do the exact opposite thing. I mean, it's just like a demeanor. It's like a lifestyle. It's like a culture. It's like endemic. We're so good with the beautiful words. We come out there in public. We go on global events. And we try to make this fantasy life, this truthful lie, so that we can save our butts. Is the Nigeria flag flying at half-mast for our deprived children? Or are we living in that euphoria, misinformed euphoria, creating a society that is not real? Are we living in a world of idealism when we're supposed to be living in a world of realism? Imagine your younger brother or sister. Let's call her Eugenia, for example. She is 4 years old. Every morning she wakes up excited to go to nursery school. She wears a small uniform. She carries a bag and waves goodbye to you at the gate. Now imagine that one day, just one day, instead of coming back home, men with guns, they take Eugenia or Genia and other small children into the forest. It rains, they're hungry, they're scared. And for 8 years, nobody knows if Genia, or for 8 days, I beg your pardon, because not 8 years, it's days now, or 9 days, nobody knows if she's alive. That is what happened in Oyo State last week. 3 schools were attacked. The toddlers, as young as 2 and 3 years old, were taken. Right now, their parents are sitting at home, praying and crying, maybe fasting, because they don't know where the children are. Now think of another girl or a boy named John, for example. No offense. He was 14 years old when he was taken from his school. His friends were released, but he stayed behind because he refused to give up his faith. And he's still there. Think about Leah Sharibu. She should be 23 years old now. Leah Sharibu has spent 7 years, 7 birthdays in captivity, 7 Christmases, 7 children's days without a family. All of these stories that I give is giving you a foundation into it. Children's Day in Nigeria is supposed to be one of celebration. I mean, that's the time the amusement parks and recreational centers there are filled. You see children running around. I mean, the beauty of having these little ones whom we say are the future of tomorrow. It just makes you have hope. It just makes you put aside whatever it is that you've been going through in terms of the stress, the pressure at work and everything. You put it all aside when you see them all running around, laughing, happy. This day is supposed to remind ourselves that children are the future. We dress them up, we take pictures, we say children are the leaders of tomorrow. But here's the problem. How can children be leaders of tomorrow if they are not safe today? How can they lead if they are not in the forest with if they are in the forest with kidnappers? If they are hungry and malnourished, if they are not even in school? If you have a phone and you know that if you don't charge it, it will die. If you don't feed it with data, it won't work. You can't surf the internet. Then maybe you can consider children as the same. If we don't feed them, protect them, nurture them, send them to school, they cannot grow into that leader of tomorrow that we keep talking about. Right now in Nigeria, 18 out of every 100 children are not in school at all. That's like having a class of 100 students and 18 seats are always empty. Right now in Nigeria, 6.4 million children under 5 years old are so hungry that their bodies are weak and sick. I mean, that's more than an entire population of Lagos Island. 6.4 million children under 5. And every year, children are taken from schools, streets, homes. Some return, some don't. Many don't. Is this new? I mean, this is not new. We have seen it before. Chibok girls, 2014. Remember? We saw it in the Dachi girls in 2018. And now in 2026, it is happening again in Oyo State with babies now who can barely talk. Really? So maybe the question that we must ask our leadership at all levels, local, state, federal, our leadership in a microcosm, talking about family, religious leaders. Maybe a question that we must ask society. Are we keeping our children safe? Or are we failing them? Now, if your child was Junior or Leah Sharibu, what would you want Nigeria to do? I mean, that's the heart of this conversation today. If 2 and 3 year old children can be taken from their classrooms in Oyo State and kept in the forest for over a week, are any of our children safe anywhere else? Hard questions, but they've got to be asked. The truth is, no child should feel unsafe in school. I mean, what is happening is that many schools in Nigeria have no fences, no security guards, and no emergency plans. I mean, it's more like leaving your house wide open at night, and then you hope that nothing happens. In God we trust. So what exactly can work right now? Shouldn't we have at least 2 armed police or civil defense officers at every school in high-risk areas? Shouldn't we build fences and gates? I mean, it costs less than rebuilding a child's life after abduction. Oh yeah. Shouldn't we set up a safe school response team in every local government area with phone lines that parents can call instantly? Shouldn't we also train teachers and students on what to do in an emergency, like fire, drills, especially when it has to do with security? I mean, countries like Ghana, I can tell you for a fact, Ghana, Kenya, they're already doing this after their own school attacks. If they can Nigeria not? How can Nigeria have over 18.3 million children out of school and 6.4 million children malnourished, and we spend billions on elections and politics? I thought politics was supposed to be a platform for Nigerians to serve, not to be served. Well, that used to be my mentality, but if you bring it to Nigeria now, I think that has changed, because everybody's going into politics now to be served. I mean, think of it like this. If you don't feel a phone charging, I told you that before. I gave you that analogy. If that phone dies, if you don't feed and educate a child, their future also will die. No two ways about it. A hungry child cannot learn. And an uneducated child cannot even get a good job later. So what are we supposed to do? Expand the school feeding program to cover 20 million children by 2027. When children eat at school, parents send them there more often, so they don't have to go to farm, they don't have to hawk, they don't have to gallivant and litter the streets, they don't have to be groomed by unscrupulous youth and even adults into crime. They don't have to be recruited in their innocence, thinking that's the right path, brainwashed into thinking they're fighting a cause like the terrorists are doing now, because they were mostly abducted as children. Yet, we make so bold to, on a day like this, say the right things, speak beautifully, give out rhetorics, future now, promoting inclusion for every Nigerian child. In fact, let me quote the speech. It says, there is a timeless beauty in the laughter of children. In the eyes of every Nigerian child lives the story of our collective tomorrow. That was the speech where the Minister of Women Affairs, now represented Mr. President, gave. Let me quote another. A nation that listens to its children is one that is wisely preparing for the future. Your opinions matter. Your ideas matter. Your well-being matters, the President stated. Allow me to quote yet another one. The true measure of our progress as a nation lies in the safeguards we build for our children. This administration remains committed to building a nation where every child can dream boldly, they can grow safely, they can learn freely, and succeed honorably. Now put all of these that has been said under the microscope of reality. Is that what we've seen? Our children, are they growing and dreaming boldly? Are they growing safely? Are they learning freely? Are they succeeding honorably when the graduates, the ones who have grown into youth, don't even have a job? When there is talks that most of the graduates are half-baked and cannot be employed, unemployable. When we keep begging for the basic social amenities that should sustain life, and we don't have it. Survival is of the fittest. So everybody is in a desperation to provide. It's a human instinct. And by provision, there is pressure from the family, there is pressure on yourself, there is pressure from our religious circles, there is pressure from the society, there are expectations on you, whether it's a male or a female, and there is also pressure by the federal government, because the necessities that should be provided to allow for you to bloom, dream boldly, learn freely, associate without fear or favor are not there. So it becomes a round circle circus, laughable in the end, because from the childhood there's no security. Growing to a teenager, there is no trajectory. You grow into a youth, there are no sustainability. And then you become an adult. And at that point, you discover that there is no ability. So it just goes round and round and round, the circle of circus. Now, I'm not trying to negate what Mr. President said. I'm just putting what he said against the pedestal of reality. So the question will be, are we a country of idealism rather than realism? Are we a country that speaks the beautiful words, says the beautiful things, the right things always, but we know deep down that all of these things, as we say, they are totally untrue. We're a country that masks the truth at every point in time because we want to make cheap scores. Maybe for political gains, for whatever gain. I can tell you that the laws to protect children are not working. We have the Child Rights Act, but 11 states have refused to use it for over 20 years. So why do our laws only work on paper? I told you. I guess that's why they call it paperwork. Not groundwork, not feasibility study. Having a law but not using it is like an umbrella in the rain and refusing to open it. You're in the rain, you have an umbrella, you don't want to open it. It's there, it's in your hands. But you're saying, no, I will not open this umbrella. But rather the rain beats me. The Child Rights Act says no child should be married before 18, abused or denied education. But in states where it's not abducted or adopted, these things still happen openly before your eyes. It's happening. And everybody turns a blind eye. Everybody turns the other way. We act like, no, we don't see. For one interest or the other. So what can the federal government do? Stop sending education and health funds to states that refuse to adopt the act, period. Money should follow responsibility. It wouldn't kill us if we set up fast-track family courts in every state to handle cases of child abuse, child marriage, and neglect. It wouldn't kill us to give traditional rulers and religious leaders the power to report and stop child abuse in their communities first. They have influence and people listen to them. So when laws are enforced, people take them seriously. But when they are ignored, I wouldn't reason it. I wouldn't even think about it. I'd just let it go and be like, everybody's breaking it. Come on. It gives me the leverage, the reason, the justification to break that law. If we cannot protect children, feed children, enforce laws for children, we are not building a country. We are just managing a crisis. And that crisis is like a time bomb that usually and always blows up, explodes in our faces. Safety, food, education, and working laws. I believe these are the foundation for our children. Fix them, and maybe everything and anything else will get easier as we go. So is the Nigeria flag flying at half-mast for our deprived children right now? Or is it just flying in full mast? Because nothing is happening in that regard. So we are okay. Let's just move on. Or can we count on the words of a very popular politician, the Senate President Gospel Akpabio, where he said, and I quote, maybe not for word, all of these insecurities that are happening right now, they will all come to an end. Give it 2 weeks after the re-election of his principal. Everything will die. It's the opposition. It's the opposition. So Nigerians, bear with us until we see through the elections, when the oppositions would have indeed carried out their massacre. According to him, I'm just quoting, and I'm trying to expand the language, the sentence for you. When the opposition, so to speak, would have carried out the heinous massacre that most of the time goes unabatedly, most of the time is without prosecution, then and only then can we say we'll see the light and everything will be fine. So have we been taken for granted? If toddlers can be taken from Oyo, a school in Oyo, they are kept there for 8 days. What does that say about our security? Leah Sharibu has been gone for 7, 8, 9 years now. Why does her case keep going silent? With 18.3 million children out of school and millions hungry, are we raising leaders or victims? So I'll just open the phone lines because I want to hear from you. I mean, you tell me exactly how this day really feels to you. Are we celebrating Children's Day in the full glamour and glare, the beauty, the ambience, the sanctity, the joys that comes with the presence of every child? Or we are only celebrating another time where we will hear that our children have become victims. They become an object in a crossfire between entities that they know nothing about. They're innocent. They know nothing about. So there's a crossfire between two powerful people, two opposing people or more, 2 or 3 or more opposing people, and then Nigerians, and in this context, our children, and now the object that suffers the heat from the crossfire. May 27 it is today. Children's Day 2026. 0907 353 0044. The other number is 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. Children are the leaders of tomorrow, we say. Time and time again, we say, Children are the foundation for the future, we say. Time and time again, we say. In our speech, in our words, in our actions, do we indeed transfer these thoughts? Or is it just mere rhetorics so that we can gain applause? Why does government give no clear updates on the Leah Sharibu case? Why is it now, after 9 days, if I'm not mistaken, that the military is saying they will now go on air surveillance? 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, they are in the bush. Parents who are teachers, by the way, they're in the bushes. Students, pupils, they are in the bushes. But ADC, PDP, PRP, NDC, APC, they are indeed thriving. Elections, elections, elections. Court is listening to matters whether or not Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is eligible, is not eligible. Oh, that's what we're talking about now. Our flag is still flying and soaring high. They're very confident. Nothing has happened. Has anything happened? Oh, they're just in the bush. They'll come out. All of this, they're the workings of the detractors. That's their job. They are just detracting, and that's their job. They're trying to make this administration, this president look bad. Hello, good morning.
Daniel.
Good morning to you.
This is Ochanya calling from airport.
Ochanya, welcome aboard. Talk to me.
Mr. President, today is Children's Day. Are we celebrating or we are not celebrating the children? In my primary school in those days, by this time, my mother would dress us and we'll go out for march past. Our children are there in captivity, Mr. President. I think you are all clipping. And the clip you're clipping, you're not let clipping, but clipping on the bicycle. Since we are crying and you don't want to hear us, we will channel our cry to the First Lady of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. Ma, please, wake your husband from his home and tell him that people's children are there in the bush. What is 18 years old baby there? Please.
Ochanya, thank you. I always say that. I don't know. It's really funny how people say politics is not my business. Let them do the It's really, really funny, honestly, when I hear people, spew such from their mouth.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Moses. I'm
Moses, your connection is pretty bad. Can you do well to call back?
All right.
All right, I gave it back.
All right.
All right, I gave it a number before. I'll give it to you again. It was going to be a conversation between you and I, and that's what it is. 0907-353-0044. The other number is 0908-766. The other number is 0908-766-888888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909-88. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Hello, my name is Steve.
Good morning to you. Welcome aboard, BB.
Well done. Well done work. God bless you. My name is Bibi Bless from Otako.
Right.
I think I say is now. She say we are not happy. Today Salah Day, today na Children Day. The one way they with us now, maybe we celebrate the first. But we cannot be happy. Our joy now is not filled up where our children day in the bush. Someone call now. He just the cry, drop his phone. Our president want to delay our cry I know you want to hear our cry. That is the part away don't reach now. Now with the shout for president, I know the president have children. He have that is son now. Where he go enter motor police, he go guide, army go guide. May I say something torture today. He will be happy we are see today. I don't say celebrate Salah now, but our children dey for bush. Our children, innocent children, where they dey for bush now. What he go preach for us for our his wife? I know say when they ask this morning, I say may you no be annoyed. Our president wife he get picky for our president because if he get picky for her, he go listen say our children dey bush. He go come out talk. Is it because he no get picky for our president or he get picky for our that's why he no go come out talk speak for our children? Please, may not put me through. If you don't know, if you mistake my word, I beg.
All right, baby.
Now our president wife come and cry for the children, make the children come out. Or else, we go mad for her. Even though na either church today, we go mad for her for there, today or tomorrow or Monday.
And for Mr. President, okay, that is should not be misconstrued. But yes, then again, what role does the president wife have in this matter? Because I can ask one very pertinent question. It is very pertinent. It is very pertinent. Is it not possible to... Can that not happen? Can we not create a national database to track every child from birth up until the age of 18? Oh, my bad. I'm talking database. Do we even have a database? How much do we know about our population? Around 200 million? No. 230 million? Maybe we're hitting 250 now. We are into the maybes. Maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe no. Can we not declare a state of emergency on out-of-school children and build more classrooms fast? Can you not withhold federal government funds from states that refuse to adopt the Child Rights Act? Are there 2 governments, 3 governments, 4 governments running in the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Are there 2 courts, 3 courts, 4 courts running in the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Do we have one constitution that is a constitution above every other? Or do we have one constitution that is just recognized on paper, but there are other constitutions that are unwritten that we don't know about? Let me talk to you about the cycle of neglect. How do children who grow up on the streets learn to raise their own children? Then tomorrow, we will come on here and talk about value, morality, and justification. If these same children somehow survive this bizarre circumstance or situation, do they not have a right to say, this country has failed me? It failed me from when I was a toddler. Now I'm grown man, and I think I need to pay back. I'm not justifying it, but I'm saying there is reason in that. There is reason. Nothing happens without a reason. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Really?
Yes, please.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Moses. I'm calling from Jikoko Pape.
All right, Moses, welcome aboard. Talk to me.
Yeah. Okay. Let me say, today is Children's Day, and it's also we are celebrating our Salah, and I wish our Muslim brothers good luck and we celebrate together with them. So you see, the issue of this Children's Day, because me, I'm not really that happy because of what is happening currently in our country now. And if our leaders now, they will be there now, sending their children abroad to go for vacation, to celebrate their Children's Day, being happy, while other people's children are in captivity, in the bush. these people, they are not even feeling remorseful to even say, what are we going to do? But they are busy talking about 2027 election. Why other people, children, are inside the bush, suffering, crying. I'm not happy for these children. Like other children's day, I used to celebrate with children. And I pray for our country to become good one day. Because I know everything will come to pass. It will not continue like this. One day it will be a story. All these people, they are thinking that they have everlasting life. Nobody has everlasting life. Nobody has two lives. Everybody can go at any time. And one day they will leave that chair.
Right.
So I pray for those in this captivity. God will set them free in the mighty name of Jesus.
Right. Okay. Amen to that. Rel, keep the calls coming through. You tell me what should be done, what can be done, what state have we arrived at when our children now are being kidnapped, abducted, like we are aware that they are abducted. We see it in broad daylight. These things are happening in your community, in your neighborhood, and yet we are forced to observe a day for them. It's even declared public holidays. Imagine that you are that parent whose toddler is in the bush. You go to work. And now today is May 27, 2026, Children's Day. And you're supposed to go back. You're supposed to stay back home with your children and family, right? And then you are there and your children are in the bush. Just imagine a little bit. Hello.
Barrister.
Good morning. Yes, Ochanya, welcome back.
I want the first lady to talk, but she's not talking. She's a mother, so to come out and speak. We want to hear her talk.
Okay.
It is better for the children to stay with us than stay there. If we don't have anything to give them, we have Gary and water to give them. So it is better for the children to stay with us. And Mr. President is not talking. The first lady, I'm even angry with her. She's not talking. She should talk. We want to hear her talk.
All right. So as we want to hear you talk, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, First Lady to the President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Please, mother is the same. Talk. Let's even hear you talk. Talk. Let's hear you. You're a mother. You know better. Talk. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Rock, good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling
This is my
from?
first time of calling you.
Oh, it's your first time. This feels good. Welcome aboard. Yes. What is your name? Where are
Your
you
voice
calling
sounds
from?
familiar, just like Prince.
Oh.
Ihanacho.
Yeah, Ihanacho.
I called last during his stay there.
This time, okay. Laura, talk to me. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Suleja. My name is Oyas.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oyass. Oyas.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm calling from Suleja.
Go ahead. Oh, yes.
When we were growing up, we used to hear they say Mama Africa. We have long lost our Mama of Africa because we only have a president, we don't have a president's wife as a mother. She failed as a mother. She has failed woefully as the mother. She has really failed woefully as a mother. And history will always remember her with this, in this aspect. Number one, you're a pastor. I wonder what you're pastoring. I wonder what you're preaching. You preach what you don't do. Children are for God's sake, children, infants are in the bush, in the forest, with people. You people know who they are. Because I keep telling people that stop saying unknown people, stop saying unknown gunmen, stop saying banditry. Stop. Where are they following? Have you viewed the machines in these people's hands? Then go and look at the toys in Nigerian police force hands. Can you see that these people, they did all these things ahead ahead of election so that these billions, when they are bringing out these billions, they can get this money. In which state is that? One of the contestants were among the bandits. What are we doing? Where are we going in Nigeria? Infants. And when you say you think it is not going to get to you, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. In fact, in the next minute, you don't know what will happen to you.
Right.
So, the last caller said we want her to talk. What is she going to talk? What is in her mouth? Is it those, a mother will stand up, go to the places where they adopt these children, check the waters, communicate with them, and what kind of English? I remember they speak broken.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's cry with them. Show motherly love. It looks like as if you bought all your children. You have never carried any child for 9 months. You don't know how it is. So crying out loud. You are not a mother. That is my take.
Right. Well, I wouldn't want to go there to saying that she is not a mother. The president's wife is the president's wife. Let's still accord her some respect. But then again, it is understood, the angle that we come from. I mean, it is expected that women too. When you say you've been president's wife, it makes me laugh as well. Because as we are pointing fingers at the president's wife and saying, come and talk, mommy, come and talk. If you know you're a mother, you've been through these process of child, you know what it is to bring a child to this world. Come and talk. How many women are talking? How many of you are talking? Are we not just going to work and coming back, running our business like nothing happened, and then we sit down there, hold hands with our husbands, hug our children and say, hey, yeah, this one happened. Hey, yeah, Nigeria has happened to this one. Hey, yeah. But just like you said, oh, yes, it won't take long. It might get to your roof. It might get to the other person's roof. It might get, so if we're quiet and comfortable about this, while the flag is flying so high, like nothing has happened, and you're able to sleep, you're able to eat, to drink water, you can do it. You're able to shake hands and associate and smile, even buy sweets for the neighbor's child who calls you uncle, who calls you auntie or aunt. You're comfortable. Very okay. It goes to also speak about who we are. The president didn't fall from the skies. The president's wife didn't fall from the skies. We have governors who are quiet too. Ministers who are silent, who only come on here, flood the front page of Nigerian newspapers, complaining and telling us how they've been cheated out in politics. And the hailers and the wailers will form a camp. The ones backing, supporting, the ones opposing, they'll form a camp. And then they start bickering, because that's the only conversation that is pertinent to them. Or as you ask the question, where are we going? And because you've asked that question, if we continue like this, Oyas, we are going into the abyss. A place of no return. We will not come back when we get into the abyss, because we're very close to it. We're at the brink of it. Where conscience has totally died. It has died off. Even the shadow of conscience, we don't have it. If not, how can people comfortably profit from insecurity? How can you comfortably profit off of the bloods of innocent people? How can you even give instructions to animals in skin, in human clothing, to to carry out these heinous crimes. And we are so quiet. I guess we already chose sides. We chose what is going to be priority for us, what should be important to us. So I don't even blame leadership no more. Because leadership is only the reflection of the people. It is who we are that we have there at the top. It's just a reflection of you and I. It's a reflection of you and I. Every society gets the type of leader it deserves. That has been a fact. A big fact. So it's time for us to have a wake-up call. Colombia faced FARC child kidnappings for 50 years. In 2016, after the peace deal, it created special units for child victims. Over 6,000 children were reintegrated. Nigeria needs a similar post-rescue reintegration plan. But what are we reintegrating? Who are we reintegrating into the society? Bandits, terrorists who have allegedly downed tools. These are the ones we reintegrate. The Philippines has high child malnutrition rates. How did they solve it? They mandated school feeding in all public schools and linked it to local farming. Nigeria's homegrown school feeding program is similar, but it covers only 10 million children out of 30 million needed. Because corruption and bottlenecks will not let it be. Is it not in this country when they earmark 10 billion naira or 10 million naira for a certain project? Godfathers will take 5 million naira. The other bottlenecks will take maybe 2 million naira. And the project originally is 500,000 naira. And yet they will bring substandard equipment to make that project. And then give it some time, 2 months, that project is destroyed. And you start asking yourself, is this not the road they fixed yesterday? Who is doing it to us? It is still you and I. So maybe it's not just the leadership that has to change. Maybe it is you and I that needs to change. India has 6.7 million out-of-school children, down from 20 million in 2005. The Right to Education Act 2009 made education free and compulsory. Nigeria's Universal Basic Education Act 2004 is very similar, but is lacking enforcement. I'm going to end by saying that children who grow up in violence, children who grow up in hunger, children who grow up in desperation, children who grow up from neglect, they become the adults who repeat the cycle. And then national development will stall. I really wish that I got time, but we have given some solutions. We've given solutions to the federal government. Transparency in negotiation is very needed now. We need regular factual updates on the Oyo abduction, on Leah Sharibu's case, not silence. I mean, everything should even shut down and say, please, until we fix this insecurity, nothing else. But no, if you say that, somebody will still say it's inimical to the growth of a country. Nigerians are expecting officials who fail to protect children to resign or be prosecuted. But we've seen on countless occasions where officials, powerful men, have indeed, men and women, they have indeed meted out injustice on us, especially our children, and they go scot-free. They're still in office. Nothing is done. Can we not domesticate fully the Child Rights Act? Because we're expecting that the 11 remaining states should domesticate the act by 2027. But no, that's not going to be on the front burner. The front burner is how we're going to win the presidential elections. How many factions are created in whatsoever party? Oh, that's what we're talking about now. Education and health budgets, according to the United Nations, the UNESCO, the WHO, it should reach 15 to 10% respectively. But no, ours has not even gone up to more than 5%, or even 5%, I'm being fair, 3%. What is the role of your traditional ruler? The religious leaders. How many of them are talking? How many of them are really talking? Shouldn't that be the message in churches and mosques now? Or even if you're a traditionalist, shouldn't that be what the conversation should be about? Can't the traditional rulers, the religious leaders, the parents be a part of school safety and child protection committees? You know what? I rest my case. My time is already overgone. But thank you still. This might just be the conversation till the end of this week. Enough of the old politics that we keep playing here and there. The greatest resource that we have is human resource. And if human resource is not well managed, then there will be no country. After all, Chinua Achebe left us a gift in his book. There was a country.